Hey everybody, welcome back behind the bar with me this evening, live from, God, if you couldn't guess the state I'm in right now, I'm not sure what it'd be. I think it rhymes with, it's Minnesota. And I was out walking around and I was like, I think I fucking know that guy. And I found fucking Erik.
This fucking guy. What's up, guys? How's it going?
I don't think
a long time.
The internet of beer has not seen you for a bit. Yeah.
2017. Yeah, it's been a minute.
So almost 3 years.
Took a couple of years off, and here we are.
Blackboard Beer Reviews, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Channel's still alive.
I can't.
The videos are still there. It's like I'm Chris Seltz.
You get that? Yeah, no shit. He popped up in some comments recently that he's like, "Oh, I'm still alive."
Oh, good. Good for you. I'm glad you're still alive.
Yeah. So I was up here, and I said, "Hey, I'm gonna be here. This wasn't even the review. Wasn't even a thing until today.
Yep.
I said I'm gonna bring some beer, and Erik for a bit has been like, "Man, how's this beer?" And I was like, "Oh, I've never reviewed this beer. So let's review it."
Let's review this beer.
So, and him and I have a shared, until I had this beer, a shared favorite beer of all time, which is SR71 Batch 1 from that of Toppling Goliath. But tonight we're going to review Batch 3, 2019, as Batch 4 is going to release start next week.
Sweet.
Of Beer Barrel Time from Side Project.
I'm so psyched, dude.
I had to fucking get the wax off. This isn't Raji, Ohio wax for anybody that's followed that drama.
Make sure it's not re-waxed Founders Indie Stout.
Well, did you see the
Is that what it is?
Did you see the guy that
No, I didn't see it. I know what happened.
over 20 bottles?
Oh my god.
At least
he
the
made a
lineup.
lot of money. What a dick.
So we're gonna do BBT. I haven't had this since the day it was released.
Oh, that kind of looks like.
I guess I should pour
It
this.
kind of looks like.
I'll pour yours. Let me see your glass.
you're
I'll
good.
pour his on camera.
Kind of reminds me of SR with that body. I've been so out of the game, so
Yeah.
I don't even know.
We're gonna slide it over
Yeah.
because people are sharing this.
Sweet. Thanks for.
We let it warm up for 20, 30 minutes while we drink Tet.
It's-
Tet de Cuvée.
Smells ridiculous.
Not a ton of carbonation. Looks.
Smells like brownies in here too.
Yeah, it's straight.
It's like you just took out a fucking pan of brownies.
Chocolate batter. Before you threw it in the oven, just like the batter. So, that in the middle.
Holy shit.
It's barrel tannins for days and chocolate.
Lots of oak, lots of chocolate. It kind of reminds me, and this may be semi-sacrilegious, but remember the first batch of Parabola? Like the barrel character in
Old
Firestone Walker
Yeah.
beer? Not even close
Just
to what
like
it is nowadays.
oaky, like...
Yeah. Vanilla, that macaroon almost, like creme brulee. Remember that?
Creme brulee.
did
Honestly, if I got through this and he didn't say creme brulee, I was going to delete it. So,
Glad I could throw that back.
hey, and I want to throw it out there. Times are tough. The world is fucked up and crazy. We've been very careful. Socially distanced, masks, everybody's testing all the shit. So, we're not running around with BBT and being crazy. But I'm sure you're ready
sharing
to dive in.
glasses. Look at you. You're an absolute animal.
You ready to dive in?
PDR. Yeah.
Cheers, everybody. BBTs
Cheers, guys.
for life.
It's everything I hope for and more.
The thing about this beer that I love is like when a big barrel aged stout like Assassin or something like that. Well, one, the mouth feels ridiculous, but when you would get that like normal tannic dark fruit kicking in,
You just happen here.
brownie.
Yeah, brownie, sugar, like caramelized sugars, brown sugars, like really dark brown sugar. Get straight
It's
chocolate.
just dark chocolate. It's dark chocolate, milk chocolate, batter,
All the chocolate.
and it lingers. Like it just.
I would say
stays
what's
in your
nice
tongue.
about this, where a couple stouts that I've had recently, not diving too hard back into it, is they have too much body. They've been boiled too long. This is mindful. Like he stopped the boil when he needed to stop the boil.
Yeah, it's
and
not.
left it in the blend.
You don't
stayed
have to-
in the barrels.
You don't have
mindfully,
to
you
chew
know?
it.
No,
But it's thick
But it's
enough
there.
that you notice that it's
Yeah.
a well-made beer.
yeah, I would say it's less body than SR, but better flavor.
Yeah. It's close.
It's really close though, and that had vanilla. Or
Well-
is there a derivation? There, I looked it up. There's a couple derivations in this. Or I don't know if they have adjuncts. though.
just the recipe, though.
Okay,
Just the
just the
base
recipe.
style.
Got it.
So, where the divergence happens with me and SR is that SR, you get a little bit more dark fruit. Not much, but a smidge.
Well,
and then
especially now
well, yeah, batch 2 was sacrilegious compared to batch 1, but it transitions into a little bit more vanilla, lighter, whereas this goes heavier into brownie.
Right. And barrel character.
And it's just a richer beer.
Yeah, overall, it's a lot more flavor. You don't need more than 4 ounces max.
No.
Unless you really want to be crazy.
Yeah.
This kind of reminds me of OG Rare in a way.
A little bit. I would agree with that.
This has more body than OG Rare, but
yeah,
it's kind of in that same realm.
But your point is interesting because, and we can wrap it up, but this is an interesting fact with beers like this. These beers are meant to be shared.
Oh yeah, you don't sell.
You can't pop a 750 of this and you just have a good night. You could, but it would be miserable the last half.
God. I would probably recap it, or foil it, or wine stop it, and
I've heard multiple people that they do that. If they have one of these and they drink it solo, they wine cap it, drink something else, and come back to it the next day.
Yeah, I've done it. It's fine. But it's meant to be shared.
Yeah,
and that's what Corey's always preached.
Absolutely.
Like sitting around the fire down there, and what happens? He's pouring beer. God damn. No, this is on another level, and this is why I almost purchased. I think it was this one for $400 secondary when I bought and sold my house and had my son, and I don't think I would have regretted it as long as I was sharing it.
Yeah.
Now, if I had split it with somebody who didn't appreciate it, I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
But this.
So my thing with this beer, and I feel it needs to be said, is that I think BBT and non-adjunct stuff, actually just barrel-aged stouts in general,
they need to come back.
Fresh are amazing, and they get better for maybe a smidge, and then it kind of starts to fall. So like BBT batch 1, not very great right now. BBT batch 2 and this are kind of on par, but have kind of dropped off. Like next week, I'm pumped to try 4 and see where it but this, every time I have this beer, it's
just kind of like sit on it for a year to 18 months max.
Yeah, and you just, but you drink, but that's what we should do with everything. You used to be this way, and I'm this way. Yeah. I've tried to get better.
Yeah.
Just drink shit. Like, I don't care who's over, pick something. I don't care if it's the rarest bottle I have, just pick something.
Yep. Well, at the end of the day, we're gonna all pee it out, and if we have a enriching experience, that's what this stuff's meant to do. Yeah. Why do you think people throw parties around beer?
Exactly.
Or used to.
Yeah. Well, remember 2019? Do you remember?
No.
Do you?
I kind of forgot. What's a mask?
I got to sit around.
This is great. Thank you very much for sharing this. This is,
it's a transcendent beer.
I do want to try the rye, but I'm not paying secondary for the rye.
It's like $800.
Yeah, not doing it.
So $800. I think this is better than the rye. Okay. I think the body on this is better than the rye. He's off camera, but we opened my rye 2 months ago.
Yeah, to celebrate your birthday.
It was on my birthday. Yeah. And while I enjoyed the rye brought in more characteristics of dark fruit, the rye, that detract from what this beer is meant to be. Again, fucking amazing. I'm comparing a 100% beer to 100% beer. Yeah. It's like we're splitting hairs, but if you had the two next to each other, you would notice a difference. But if you drink rye BBT with almost most of their styles, you wouldn't know.
Last thing I'll say is that this beer and non-adjunct barrel-aged beers need to come back in full force.
100%.
I'm Bourbon County's lineup this year. I'm stoked to try them.
I've heard it's the best lineup in a while.
And same here. And I'm super pumped about it, but I'm more pumped about trying Old Forester. Mm-hmm. The non-adjunct versions.
Number that's just 4 and whatever they're called.
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to that. And this style just needs to come back. Let's leave the cookies out and leave the marshmallows out.
There's a place for it. There's a place for it. There's a time I want Snowball from Angry Chair that gives me diabetes every time I drink it. But again, I have to have 7 people with me to drink the bottle. Right. Whereas this, him and I could split this. There's 4 of us, which is perfect. And
it's 15%, but you wouldn't know it.
No.
You wouldn't know it at all.
And as it warms, so much more chocolate. So much more.
I don't know if I could handle more.
So good. For me, this is still my number 1. For me, SR was transcendent at the time. Yeah. But when I I had when was the last time I had SR? 2 years ago.
Yeah, you did them side by side.
With when 2 came out, whatever that was.
It's 2 years ago.
Still fucking ridiculous. First time I ever had SR71, we talked about it on the way up, was with this guy on the side of a dam down the road from
Joel.
With Joel down the road from.
And bottles were what, $30, and you could get a case.
Yeah.
And they're 1800 secondary.
Yeah. So for me, for the value and everything, there's just nothing.
I would definitely say it is. It's hard to go back in time for me to remember what those taste like, but I would have to think they're kind of like a 1A, 1B,
Correct.
or a 1A, 1C, and this is
and
it's perfect.
And
it's
this
perfect.
at this point in time, you have to imagine this probably tastes better than a SR batch one right
100%,
now.
100%.
So
And yeah,
for far less.
fuck,
So
blown away, man.
Thank you, Corey King,
Yeah,
for what
Thanks
you
for
do.
your craft.
I'll get this posted before the next round comes out, which I'm lucky to get a bottle and I get to try to enjoy that one.
Hashtag blessed.
No. But yeah, I mean, if barrel-aged stouts are your thing and you don't need an insolent drip every time you fucking drink one, like there is nothing better right now.
Would you pay $400 for this?
Yeah.
Secondary. Yeah.
I traded for this one. This one wasn't mine. Oh, I remember what I traded. I ended up with a couple of rye BBTs.
Sure.
And I traded one of them for 2 of these.
Ooh, good deal.
I was like,
think about this: if you're gonna spend $400 on a bottle of beer, we won't draw it out too much longer, and you have 6 to 8 people going in on said bottle, Venmo each other, and it's worth every penny.
buy it.
It's like a
I mean,
$50
if you were gonna go to Side Project's tap room, if it was open in the land of not fuckery like we're in now, would you sit and buy a glass of this and split a bottle for $50 with 2 to 3 people? Yes, you would.
Yep.
So this pour, a little less, but still just as satisfying. Fucking do it.
Delightful. Good to see you guys again.
Eric,
What's up?
welcome back to the camera.
Hey, thank you. You probably will not see me on mine.
Yeah.
This was for
wasn't-
personal reasons, but
This wasn't like a throw off.
no,
Trying like
all's
bounce
well.
it together.
Yeah, things are well. I have a kid, and life is great.
That was
Other
the
than
point.
2020.
I was just like, Eric, do you want to let the world know you're alive? And I love this man. I've always loved this man. And we're gonna hang out and drink some more beer. And cheers, everybody. Cheers, my
guys.
friend. Thanks for coming behind the bar. Thank you for the like, subscribe, and comments. Until next time.